It's the greatest day ever again. It's got to be the greatest day ever, because guess what? When tomorrow comes, it'll be today. Yesterday's in the past. It doesn't exist. All we have is this moment right here, right now. That's all we ever got. 20 minutes from now, you're going to say, what time is it? And what time's it going to be? It's going to be right now. So today's the greatest day you're ever going to have. So how can we make your day and your life the best it can be? I'm on my morning run out of here in La Jolla. Just really blessed and grateful right now. Got my morning hat head because I'm running. But I wanted to share some ideas because when I woke up this morning, the ideas that I had were that. Because I know this is true. We get what we believe, and our life is whatever we define it to be. So take in those two concepts. Life is whatever we define it to be. So what happens in life to a lot of us, this is what happened to me, is that I had a bunch of experiences that somehow, in some ways, had me believing life went a certain way. All right? You have a bunch of experiences. Some things happen kind of similarly over and over and over again, and then you believe, oh, those people act like that. Those people are this way. I'm just not suitable for that. I'm just not good enough. I just don't deserve it. People just aren't that nice. Gosh, with all the stuff on the news, it's a dangerous world out there. Oh, here's the shittiest one, I'll say it, that I ever learned growing up. Stranger danger. Stranger danger. Be afraid of everyone walking down the street, little Danny, when I'm in 3rd grade. And I was scared walking home from school ever since they taught me stranger danger. And guess what? It's not true. It's not true. So what happened is I had to redefine my universe in the way I wanted it to be. And this is what I'm encouraging you to do, because this gives you all your power. This is another thing, gives you all your power. However your life has been, whatever you're experiencing, start to redefine your world in terms of the way you want it to be. How do I say this? Everything that you see around you was a delusion in someone's mind and a way and a thought and a belief, and everything you see around you was someone's delusional way of thinking. So guess what? Think that it's a friendly universe. Think that it's a loving universe. Think that it's a beautiful universe. Think that it's safe. It's a safe, wonderful universe. There's friendly, smiley, happy people everywhere. There's only expanding prosperity. There's only expanding love. You don't have much love in your life? Guess what? Love yourself a bunch. Love yourself a bunch. Love yourself a bunch and send that energy bubble out into the world, and you're gonna get more love out in the world too. So define your life however you want it to be, and your life will start to transform into that reality. All right? So just ask yourself, what do I want my life to be like? How can I define my life in ways that'll get me my dream life, get me the most happiness, bring me the most joy? Those are powerful, powerful, powerful things you can do. Defining the world in a way you want it to be, not in the way that you see evidence of, because if you watch the news, you're going to see all sorts of evidence that the world's not that great. But guess what? I experience a million billion awesome things every day. Everyone's nice and friendly and happy everywhere I go. I'm on the beach in California, but I created that in my mind. I created that in my mind and my heart over and over and over every day. And let me tell you a little story. So I was working an event a few days ago, and the lady running the event, I'm standing there, she's at a table and she's addressing the group. And she kind of had that energy, which is kind of like zapping, and her name was Sandy. So she just starts talking, And I just jumped in and I said, Smiley Sandy. I'm gonna call you Smiley Sandy. And she looked up at me and she says, you know, there's a smile in here somewhere. I said, I know there's a smile in there somewhere. You're filled with joy. You're filled with happiness. You're just that kind of person. I'm just gonna call you Smiley Sandy. And then guess what happened? She was nicer to people. All of a sudden she's saying, hey, you wanna come with me and get some coffee? And then they had a bunch of snacks and treats over there too. She was nice, but I defined her as nice even when she was showing characteristics of not that. Right in the situation, right there, I defined her the way that I wanted her to be. And that's what we need to do. Something happens in our life that's a little off, we got to define it the way we want it to be. Some circumstance isn't going quite right. Maybe just stand up and with power and say, you know what, it's a loving universe. It's a peaceful universe. There's friendly people everywhere. This is positive energy zone. This is a positive energy zone. And that's all that happens in this zone. And just tell the people around you, give them that message and see how they transform. It'll scramble their brain, because what it actually does is you send out the vibration of peace, love, happiness, and joy, or the way you want it to be, ever expanding good. You send out that vibration from your heart and your mind. It extends through the world. It goes through the people around you, and it transforms them too. You've got all the power. You've got all the power. So spend some time defining your life the way you want it to be, and let go of any past experiences, any evidence of anything other than the way you want it to be. How do I want my life to be? I'm gonna define it as such. I'm gonna tell my mind a story about how awesome life is, and I'm gonna transform my reality into that reality. It'll take some work. It'll be some of the best work you ever do in your life. And as you transform your reality, you are gonna experience a life that is more and more like heaven on earth. I'm gonna continue my run, raising the frequency of the planet. That's the mission, that's the goal. God bless you. Share this. If you like this video, share it. If you like this video, leave a comment. If you like this video, subscribe. And I like you, I love you, God bless you. I'll see you in the next video.